Come on. Come on, Tootsie. Come on. Come on. Here we go.
You're going to be late for work.
You must pearl you. Anyway, I'm an exec now. Make up my own hours.
Yeah, even though you can't make your own breakfast.
Who's over the towels in the bathroom?
Try everybody else who got up before you.
I'll bring you one up.
Ask him what his last slave died of. You know, I could get very upset being chucked out like this. You're going to have to make up to me later on.
I'll see what I can come up with.
Well, I could drip dry in the backyard if you want.
No, you don't want to frighten the neighbours, mate.
Here, I was on my way up.
You cute.
I suppose I could always be persuaded to settle for a night of rampant sin and debauchery. If you're lucky.
Get lost, Danny. You're just too awake for this time in the morning.
Do you think we should put a sign up after last year? No litter or dingles to be thrown into the display.
Stop doing activity pageants when I was about 6.
You're helping to provide a vital service to the community.
Oh, aren't I wonderful?
While staying out of trouble.
Now, boys and girls, we're filled with the joyful spirit of the season. Aren't we, Gabby? So stop moaning and get on with it.
I don't feel well, and you've dragged me out this early.
There's nothing wrong with you. Not from standard teenage lethargy.
How about standard female bodily function?
You'd better go home then. Although we will miss your enthusiastic contribution.
Ashley!
Sure, you'll manage.
She's a teenager. What's your excuse?
All right, admit I could probably handle it better. Sorry.
Maybe you should say that to Jasmine.
Morning. Morning.
Technically speaking.
Oh, Edna, you're such a ray of sunshine.
I bet you sometimes wonder what you let yourself in for, don't you, Terry?
No, I was just wondering if there was anything needed doing, you know.
I meant working for me. Look at that. 5 of us. I've already lost our Max. The chances are I've kicked Jimmy in the teeth that hard he won't be coming back either. I must have made 50 telephone calls already this morning. Nothing.
He won't stay away. Mind you, it was a fair kicking.
1 bacon and tomato, 1 sausage. How have I cut for this job?
I really think that you should do something about that window, Mr. King.
I'm sorry, Edna, I'm miles away. Terry, there's a window open up at Allgate Farm. Probably some cleaner left it open. Wait up for us, will you?
Better to be safe.
If it's kids and they're still there, give them a big enough rollicking just so they don't do it again, OK?
Yeah, hey, might be Jimmy. You never know.
Oh, give us a smile, Flower. See, Teddy's happy. Say hello, Teddy. Hello. Yeah, I'll just put her on. It's for you. Will you just hang on to her for a minute? Hello? Oh, I'm not even supposed to be here. This is your job.
Oh, give us a chance. I haven't woke up yet.
All right, so you have a lie-in, while A, we look after Sarah, and B, you should be at school like any proper kid anyway.
Oh, yeah?
I'm on a late, and you are making me later.
Oh, shut up, Myron, and pass her here. What's the matter with you?
OK, thank you. Yes, I'll be in this afternoon. OK, bye. Sorry about that. I know why you're apologising. Not the responsible mother would rather be upstairs zedding all day. You need to get a grip.
Go and live somewhere else if you don't like it.
Think she got out of the wrong side of bed?
Well, if she thinks she can take out on me, she can think again. Who is that on the phone?
Solicitors. My divorce has come through.
I'm not sure I can live with them now you come to mention it.
Oh, come on, Dad. They're hanging.
Hardly a drawback in my limited curtain-based experience. Drawback? That's even worse.
I can't invite people round at Christmas and have them surrounded by that, can I? Looks like a cut-price knocking shop.
How do you think I feel? I'd have been in Home Farm for Christmas, hobnobbing with a county set. But no, I'm over it. Just, we move on.
Mill Cottage is hardly a skip, though, is it? Especially not compared to this.
Nicola, I doubt it will ever shut you up, but on the faint off chance of that blissful eventuality, I will buy you a new set of curtains.
Oh.
But that's it.
Hey, what's going on? Wherever you are, you can pack in messing about. You can either come out, or you can stop in there whilst police come.
Perhaps they'll bring some tea bags.
Oh. Ashley's going to be dead chuffed when he finds out his old man's been breaking the law.
I think you'll find that under time-honoured convention of squatters' rights, any attempt at forcible eviction will find you in contravention of the law and not me. I entered these premises by legitimate means. An open window over the kitchen sink, as it happens.
Oh, I think I remember reading about that somewhere. Right. Well, I think you'll find that you forfeited any of your squatters' rights by providing the police with evidence of forced entry. Which means that they can come in and arrest you and maybe accidentally knock some sense into your head and all while they're at it.
I won't be intimidated. I've damaged nothing.
Oh, well, it's your word against mine, Grandad. I mean, why would I make it up?
Because you're probably tarred with the same festering criminal brush as your employer.
Oh, right. Well, I'll tell you what, why don't we give him a ring? See if he's got any helpful suggestions.
Nicola needs new curtains.
I hope you're listening. Some of us are actually getting some business for a change, and it ain't you. I'm not cheap, as you know.
I couldn't possibly comment.
I could.
What do you intend doing about my Tricia's tree?
Do you think I might get a drink before you start berating me in public?
That tree needs replacing, and not after Christmas neither. If it don't get done now, it'll never get done.
Sounds fine to me. We could even put up a fair for Christmas and then replace it with whatever you like after.
That's very generous coming from someone who never knew Tricia in the first place.
I'm a very generous man, Rodney.
Yeah. I'll pay for the tree if it needs a new one. Won't feel so much like a half-baked apology then, will it?
I don't care who pays for it, just as long as it gets sorted.
I did not come in here for an argument.
Either did you, Rodney?
Anyway, he said they'd latched onto these other couples who do a bit of ballroom dancing, and they'd all gone tango mad.
Pearl, that postcard must have been longer than War and Peace. You've not shut up about Jarvis and Frida all morning.
Well, one of us has to make conversation. You'd be like a bear with a sore head.
I've been doing my work.
You'll be the same since you came back from Spain.
Oh, so you keep saying.
Would the name Carl have any bearing on your vile mood?
Does the phrase get lost mean anything to you?
I'm just not prepared to creep around like we're frightened of being seen in the same space, that's all.
As soon as we know it's all done and dusted business-wise.
Try and speed things up, will you? Because sad as it may be, neither of us are getting any younger.
Who was that? Oh, it was only Terry. I need to nip out just for a bit.
Oh, early lunch hour, Edna?
I'll make the time up later on.
Let's just stick to work for now.
I'm just going to talk on ferrets. Hey, start going to see that, pal.
You only had to ask.
Don't flatter yourself. Look, did you give that note to my granddad?
Of course I did. I've already told you. Why, what's up?
I'd burn the the place down around me rather than be dragged out of here by the likes of you.
Why don't you give it a rest, you silly old pillock?
Leave me alone, then.
Well, what happened to Tom?
Oh, he wasn't there, and I'm not going to tell him if it can be avoided. Don't you think you've brought enough shame on your son already?
Oh, you've thrown your interfering hat into the ring, have you?
You, Sandy Thomas, are nothing but a willful, selfish old reprobate. Your son is a pillar of this community, and you seem determined to destroy all that for some unfathomable reason. Now you get yourself out here this minute.
Not an option, Edna. I'm not giving up my squatter's rights by leaving these premises. Nor do I expect to be subjected to some medieval siege.
Ashley's going to have to sort this out himself.
Did you try ringing him?
Yeah, not in.
Well, go and see if you can find him. I will stay here and make sure that this one doesn't get up to anything even more stupid.
Now, had you been Pearl, I might at least have got a cake out of it.
Oh.
We're back! Mistletoe is a pagan symbol.
Yeah, I know that.
So you can't hang it in a church doorway.
Well, you never know. You might attract a whole new clientele.
Come on.
Right, come on, darling. Let's get your coat off. Now, why don't you go up and tell her that you're not planning on getting rid of her over Christmas?
You make me sound like some kind of wicked Dickensian landlord. Well, Jasmine!
Wicked Yorkshire vicar, same thing.
I'd rather you came down, save me coming up. I've been building a stable all morning.
Yeah, come on, Jasmine. Gabby wants you to help her put more tinsel on the pagan symbol.
Jasmine?
Because we love mistletoe, don't we?
She's not there, and her bag's gone.
What should we do?
You should stay here. I'm going to find her.
And you can tell those kings that the next time I see one of them standing by the road, doing no harm to anyone at all, my brakes might fail and all.
Let's not start getting things out of proportion. It was an accident, we all know that. Just unfortunate it happened where it did.
Yeah, well, accidents seem to follow that lot around. I've had enough of them.
We'll just have to make the most of it. We'll have a fur. A big one. Bigger than that.
I hope this isn't just about you getting one over Tom King.
I find that remark rather wounding.
You'll live.
Sometimes a gesture in one place can have repercussions in another. Doesn't lessen the value of the gesture. Tom King can think what he likes.
You haven't seen Jasmine by any chance?
Sorry.
What can I do for you? Would you like a drink? You might not fancy buying me one when I've finished. What have I done now? Let's not pretend, then. We both know what you're doing. Just leave Dawn alone. What do you mean, leave her alone? You're messing with her head when you know she's trying to make things work with us. So without getting into a row, which neither of us want, just keep your oar out from now on, all right?
But has she said nothing?
No. Listen, there's no reason we can't remain friends.
You're just warning me.
Everything all right, lads?
Yeah, I think so.
Come on, Dad. If chucking your toys out the pram were an Olympic event, our Jimmy would be Steve Redgrave.
Tom, he used to do it to me all the time, and to be honest, once I got used to it, I rather enjoyed the piece.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's something to be laughed off, all right?
You grab us a table. What you having?
Single malt, large one.
Is it just me?
No, he's wavering about the business, and I suspect we might be in for some not-so-smart way of compromise to get Jimmy back.
At our expense?
Correct. Just leave it with me.
Well, she only just got rid of him and he's already trying to get him back.
You wouldn't want people thinking that you were hard-faced, though, would you?
I'd only say it to someone who understood.
I'm sure we could come to a mutually interesting price if you wanted to consider some of the upstairs rooms as well.
Let's not be giving anybody ideas, Eric.
Excuse me. I am perfectly capable of handling this one without your expert contribution. Thank you very much. You're already offering a cut and we haven't even started.
And I'd be grateful if you didn't undermine my status, business or otherwise for the amusement of your ex-boyfriend.
Little bit touchy, are we, pet?
I like this one.
Oh, trust you to go for the dearest.
Expense no object, if it keeps my favourite daughter quiet. Sorry, Happy. No chance of any coffee around here, Eric, is there? A bit of customer relations?
Where have you been?
Out!
What happened to your debilitating condition?
Oh, you know how all that works then, do you? It came, it went. I came home, I went out.
I left your manners in the house, clearly. Where were you going?
I was going to stay with Grandpa Thomas. He was supposed to meet me, but he didn't turn up.
I could have told you that would be the most likely scenario before you even set off. This is what he does, Jasmine. I had it years ago. Your grandpa doing what he does best, letting people down.
Oh, you sound pleased.
Only that you've learned for yourself, rather than hear it from me.
Even so, I mean, what if something's happened to him? I mean, what if you're wrong for once? He said he'd be there.
He either didn't come because something else turned up and got in the way. I'd go for that one. Or else he forgot. Come on. I'll phone Laurel, and we can all have something unhealthy in the cafe.
Ring if you find something, all right?
Thanks, bye. I've been on to the solicitors about drawing up all these new contracts for the handover.
Is there a rush?
Is there some reason we should wait?
I just can't concentrate till I know about Jimmy.
No, I'm sure wherever he is, he's enjoying the trouble he's caused.
I know how you feel, Dad, but these contracts will sort Jimmy out. I'm not going to start playing the big boss with my own brother, am I?
He won't even notice the difference.
He could be lying in some gutter somewhere for all we know. Let's just wait and see if anything turns up over the weekend.
All right, I accept you're disappointed, but how do you think we feel? I mean, you say you're going home because you're not well, then we get back and you're gone. It's not for the first time either, is it?
Sorry, I've been looking all over the place for you.
I suspect it's not for spiritual guidance.
No, your dad's claiming squatters' rights up at Oldgate Farm.
What?
Yeah, Edna's up there trying to talk some sense into him, but will you come and sort it out?
Oh, Laurel, tell her not to bother.
Can I come?
He's more likely to listen to you than he is to me.
Sooner I get out of here, I thought I'd be losing weight all this running about. Here you go. You have it. I eat it all.
Thank you. Listen, I've been thinking maybe I should see my parole officer about switching addresses.
Where's this come from?
Well, I'm not stupid, Dawn. It's not the ideal situation, is it? I mean, you feel awkward because of Danny. I feel awkward because you feel awkward. We'd all be better off with me out the way, if we're honest.
If you think it's best.
Well, do you?
I do, yeah. Definitely. Can I help you?
Coffee to go, please.
Emily out walking Sarah again, is she?
Looking for a row again, are you?
I don't know how you get away with it.
Not like you and Carl, eh?
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, you're the one who's so big on responsibility and taking advantage and all that. You tell me.
What happens between me and Carl is nothing to do with you.
I know. Only your cousin's been on, wondering how everybody's doing, seeing if everyone's behaving in a responsible manner.
You poisonous little swine, what have you said?
She was just asking about Carl, and I said she'd be better off asking you, that's all. Something like that, I can't remember now. I must have been busy with Sarah.
What have you said?
Don't touch me, Del, because you get more than you bargain for. You want to ring Chaz, then ring her. Hiya, come in and get warm.
I will have you for this.
I just thought a bit of news about your family might put you in a better mood.
I've done my best, but he's moved beyond rational debate.
I mean, if Tom finds out I've kept this quiet...
Just blame me, everybody else does.
I knew there'd be a reason why I didn't turn up.
I suspect you're somewhere within earshot. So why don't you start acting your age for once and come out? This is just embarrassing.
You may be embarrassed, Ashley, but it'll take a lot more than a hired thug and an irate vicar to embarrass me. Or a hat fetishist harridan, come to that.
Rarely, if ever, am I unable to resist profanity.
Grandpa, are you all right?
Well, I've been scandalously framed when I've broken no laws and subjected to pathetic abuse. But apart from that, my dear, I remain in very rude health.
Let us handle this, will you?
Oh, you're all doing a great job so far.
Oh, come on, Sandy. You got half your family freezing out here and all.
They shall not be moved.
Terry's explained what's gone on, whether it's your fault or not. None of us want the police involved, but you will be arrested.
That goon broke the window. I had no part in it.
Frankly, I couldn't care less.
Ashley? Terry Woods, I hope you're ashamed of yourself.
Well, I would be if I wasn't so cold hanging about waiting on that clown. Sorry, Ashley.
Why stop at clown? Is your sole purpose in life to make mine a misery?
That would be a bonus, of course, but I'm sorry to disappoint you, Ashley. This is not about you.
Can't stay in there, Grandpa. Hey, what about your diabetes?
And the fact that Terry's about to turn the water off.
Am I?
Which will hopefully accelerate the process of starvation. Come on, Edna.
No way! I am not leaving him here! Grandpa!
Maybe he'll come round once he hasn't got an audience to perform to.
Oh, my dear, and keep warm. Don't worry about me. You're finally seeing your uncle's so-called Christian charity at first hand. Sleep well, Ashley. If anything keeps me awake, it'll be the cold, and not conscience.
And you're no better than he is.